said, he alluded to the fact that, well, I had an idea and, I kind of ran it by Canuck and I kind of pushed him as I do if any you could know on a Zoom call. Careful what you ask for because I'll give it to you. And then some. We had a speaker lined up. Through circumstance, he wasn't able to come. That presentation was very short notice. Do not be afraid. The Father will give you the words. Amen. Step up. So let's talk about that briefly. Brandon alluded to it. Guys have been coming to me. How do you do this? Like, you're far away. Bear, you seem a little tired. Is there anything I can do to help? Yeah, you can take over the prayer group from now on. Click. Oh. Okay. Hey, Canuck, I need a break. I need you to step up and start doing the live streams for the Monday, Men's Group Monday. Click. Okay. How am I going to do that? Hey, Don, guess what we're doing for the next little while?
Good to have brothers.
Good to have brothers. Zoom calls. Hey, Don, I got this crazy idea. How'd you like to help me out with some Zoom calls? I think we should start trying to help these brothers walk out Torah a little more. So, yeah, I rope him in a lot, but he steps up. Why? His dad tells us to. So how can you get involved? How can you be part of this? Don't wait for a phone call, because I'm not going to phone you. I'll phone him, but I'm not phoning you guys. Okay? You got to step up. You got to say, I want to be part of this. How do you step up? Well, TJ gives you lots of opportunity. There's grindstone deployments. You put your name in. You show up. You show other brothers that, hey, I can be counted on. I want to step up. I want to be part of this. I want to put myself into this, insert myself into this, so that when you old guys decide that you just want to, what is it, sweet tea, sip on sweet tea and watch the rest of us, that we're going to be there for you. Because this has to, I said this at the beginning of the weekend, ATS, Grindstone, Caleb House, they've got to be here 100 years from now. We won't be. They have to be. It's that important. The only way they're going to be is if we step up now so that our sons and grandsons and great-grandkids can take on that mantle. And again, Brandon, you put it perfectly. Whether they're biological or spiritual sons and grandsons. If we don't create those opportunities, it's not going to happen. So you have to step up. How do you step up to a grindstone deployment? Well, you start a savings fund. But $25 a week, $50 a pay, whatever it is, put it in a separate bank account, forget about it. Tell your boss, hey, there may come a time this coming year on short notice where I'm going to have to go help out a bunch of brothers because a tornado ripped through a town or something, disaster happened, and the people I'm involved with, that's what we do. You got money in the bank account. You don't have to worry about it. You want to come to ATS next year? I put $200 a month aside. Cost me a little more to get here than the rest of you. I thought I had everybody beat this year, but no, Zach has to come from Alaska. But if I can do it, you can do it. You just have to, be intentional, as Bear says. You don't want to do it. You want to be part of Caleb House? That's a little tougher. However, you can be part of that. You can reach out. You can talk to the brothers that are in charge of that, and they will lay it out for you. This is the requirements. Once they lay that out, and I don't know what they are, you have to talk to the brothers that do. Once you know what the requirements are, it's up to you to figure that part of it out. Now, is anybody here a tradesman? Raise your hand. Okay. Carpenter, electrician, you got a ticket. Framers. Caleb House happens to need carpenters, electricians, plumbers, concrete. If that is your ticket, is that your background, you might want to put your application in and say, hey, by the way, when you get to the point where you're framing these buildings, that's what I do for a living. I have some tools and I can be there when you tell me to. That's a commitment. That's getting involved. That's how you do it. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's easy. You just have to want to do it. You want to be part of ATS next year? No problem. You send an email to Fo and you say, I want to be part of ATS. This is how I think it can help. He's going to make a note of it, and at some point he may run it by the rest of us. If not, he might just reach out to you and say, okay, this is what we need you to do. Are you in or not? That's how you do it. It's not hard. Okay, any questions? Yeah. Go.
How do you get a hold of us?
Admin at grindstoneministries.com. Admin at calebhouse.org. Admin at any of the Bear Independent stuff. All goes to the same place.
Okay, don't email me on the prayer chain. I'm not the way in. Okay? If you need prayers, you email me. If you have a question about the Zoom calls, you email me. If you want anything else, go through the right channels. Like, I don't need emails at the last minute. Hey, ATS this year, whatever. Da-da. I'm not the guy. Email that. Okay? I'm just one of many. I just happen to be this year. I just happen to be doing the blah, 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 blah. Next year I'll be sitting there being quiet. I do that pretty well sometimes. Okay? But I don't do this without Matt Kelt. I don't do this without Jay. I don't do this without Fo, especially Fo and KL. We don't do this. Okay? And all the other brothers that stepped up, and thankfully PJ came this year. It was a blessing. Thank you. Okay? ABT coming down again, right on. And then two brothers that are not big names, not big celebrities, not big YouTube guys, stepping up at the last minute and giving us an amazing close. So again, thank you. Now, last warning. This has happened every year. You are here, you being filled up. You are with brothers, you are protected. You have had a weekend where you don't have to worry about your mortgage, you don't have to worry about rent, you don't have to worry about being fed, where you're going to sleep. You're with like-minded men, you're with men's men, you're being filled up. You're going to leave here. And the enemy's going to go, I don't like the fact that you are where you are. And he's going to try and hit you right upside the head. Watch for that. When that happens, reach out. Reach out through the prayer group. Reach out through another brother that maybe you connected with this weekend. Reach out. Okay? But I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it has happened. And it's hit some guys really hard. So you're not alone. Even when you leave here, we're still here for you. Okay? What else? We got it? We got it. Fo,
I
last.
just want to say thank you guys for coming. Hope you guys all had a great time. We do have copies of scriptures. So for this weekend, that one friend, that family member that popped in your head, if you want to take a copy of the scriptures home, grab a copy. Take it back to that person. All right? But we love you guys. Grab some snacks too.
Thank you, brother.
We still have Zeke. Yeah. There's still Zeke up here. If you don't have any, or if you think you have someone in your life that would benefit from them, that's great. There are still some of the little keychains left that Zub brought for us. Larry and Brandon, the first year, did these really cool dog tags. If you don't have a set, and you think you'd like a set, they have a limited amount that they brought with them. They're kind of cool. So see them before that. Kyle, you have one more thing?
Yeah, just circle back on the grindstone or field house. If you can't help physically, there's other ways you can spread awareness, let people know about us. Reach out, raise funds, tell people about us. We need money. I hate to be the one to say it, but we need money. It costs money to build those things and to operate. So anything you can do to spread awareness, let people know about our message, what we're doing, that's a great benefit. So thank you all very much.
Thank you. Now I'm going to call out four guys. Four guys? What I said I wasn't going to call out. J.A. Dudley. J.T. Alec? No, sorry, Eric. Eric. Sorry, Eric. And there was one more. Fo? There was four. Who am I forgetting?
You didn't see anything.
There you go, Brandon. Those were the guys that kept you safe this weekend. Now, I said at the beginning of the weekend, I encourage you to carry. I encourage you to carry concealed. Thank you for that. If I could, I would, boys. Like I said, I got all the toys and I got two of some, but it is the way it is. But these guys here, part of their thing this weekend was to be the silent sheepdogs, and I thank you, gentlemen, for that. So thank you. We're going to do leftovers for lunch, so there's going to be sandwiches, there's going to be all sorts of stuff. We got a ton of food still. When you're clearing out your rooms, don't forget anything, especially don't forget mags and stuff because they're expensive. More so at home than here, but don't forget them.
There's a reason he says that.
Yeah, yeah,
Perhaps it's been done in the past.
yeah, perhaps. Now, then again, if you want to leave something shiny and nice, just saying, somebody might be thankful for that. And I think that's it. Make sure your rooms are clean. We would appreciate any help cleaning up. There's not a lot of cleanup to do per se, but we would appreciate any help. And I think that's it. So, thank you. God bless.
A big thank you to Hugh and John.
Thanks, guys.